Hey, everyone. This is Jane A with the Let's Get Loud podcast. Hello, Alicia.
Did you make a coffee in between? I feel like you were so fast.
So quick, so quick. Just like
Everything
yesterday when I was
maximum speed.
trying on dresses. So quick.
I don't mess around, but you're next level.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I remember, oh my God, this reminded me when I was in university, I would go swimming before my classes, like at 5 a.m. And I would pick up my friend and we would
Sorry. Excuse me?
I know. I just forgot that I used to do that.
What was the purpose of this?
The purpose of that was I needed to exercise, to be skinny.
And you chose swimming.
Swimming. Yeah.
Laps.
Like laps in a pool.
Where's this pool?
At the SIPs at the university.
Okay, so UWM has a pool.
Yes, it does. I know. So anyway,
and then you went to school. Like you got changed.
Then I would go to university. I know. And we would get ready. We would get ready at like there, right? Shower, whatever. Okay. And my friend, the time. Ça prenait assez longtemps. She would like cream her whole body. You know what I mean? Like her and her fucking cream. I remember I'm like, Tobita creme. And she was like, you don't cream, you need to cream your body. She still creams her body.
She's right.
And like, I know she's right. And now that I'm older, but I just found that so interesting at 19. But like, it's like and I'm like going to suntan, like sunbeds and like definitely not taking care of my skin. But I just find it so interesting how it's still like a thing. Like she still like creams her legs and creams or whatever. And we should get out of the bath and cream our legs. Anyways, yeah. I'm like, you're so slow. She's like, what is this supersonic speed? I was like, ready in 2 seconds.
Part of the strength of our friendship is based around the fact that we get ready in approximately 6 minutes.
It would be an issue if not. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'd be upset with you. I'd be like, oh my God. You know what I mean?
And we like 6 minutes max. We're ready.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're on the same page. We're like, oh, we're on stage in, 40 minutes and we don't even know what we're wearing. You know what I mean? You're a little bit more like, what are we wearing? And I'm like, we'll see. Like I'll grab something in my, you know what I mean? But
you know what? I have had several experiences where I regret not putting in the effort ahead of time. Because we don't have a lot of options around here. So if I want to bang an outfit, then I need to maybe order it online, have a chance to return it, really be purposeful and take my time.
Okay. I like that. I think you are crushing that. Like maybe it's from experience. Like I am like, I'll wear whatever. I never regret anything, but I wish I was more like looking online for things and you know what I mean? Like, and you know, it needs to be like a big event for me to do that. You just do it for like freaking a weekend thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, also I live this like epic life right now, apparently, where I get to do all fun things all the time. But you know, like a pair of shoes, like I'm like, okay, I bought a pair of shoes. Let's say for the trip to LA, I bought those like really cool white shoes. I wouldn't have like bought that before because I'm like, these are for once in a time. The pink heels. Now they're in my closet. They've had more than one go.
Yes, and I even borrow them, and I want to get.
So you need to get them in your closet. You need to get them in the rotation, and then there they are.
Yes.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know why we're talking about this. Shopping, because we were talking about how fast I am.
So fast.
How fast I did my coffee. Creaming bodies.
I'm good in the summer. I ordered some.
But it's because we're dry. Like. I'd be good at drinking water if I was thirsty. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to do something that you don't feel the need to do. Like, I don't feel the need. Like, so it's like more difficult. That's even more, you have to really value it. You know what I mean? Because if nothing reminds you of it, it's like people are like, oh, did you forget your cream? Like for my face? I'm like, absolutely not. I live and breathe my face every day. Like all I do is think about my face and how I can fix it. I do not miss a pill. Like, I'm so excited it's time to take my pill because I'm like, maybe this is the pill that's going to fix it. Maybe this is the one pill, you know?
Okay.
I do not forget my cream on my face though. Like literally all I think about is my face. So if you're like, when you're so thirsty, all you think about is how thirsty you are. You want water.
And you never forget your eyelash serum either based on those things.
they're like touching the screen. No, absolutely
Jim.
not. I never forget them because I see them every day. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, might as well put it. And it's also like very well, there's a system. It's very well placed. It's right there, you know?
Yeah, I've been better, but there's still room for improvement on my eyelash serum. But I think if I see results, it's like, I need to see the results. And then I'll be like, yes.
Yeah, but to see the results. Okay, well, let's talk about that because you know what? When my itty bitty eyelashes and they were so broken and I was like so sad when I took off my fake lashes. That was the reason why like fucking put the serum right now. You know what I mean? Like, cause you're like, oof. So clearly your subconscious is okay with your eyelashes, Leisha. I truly believe that.
I also think, and listen, I did a whole live on this.
I
did a whole live on eyelash serum because it's so connected to weight loss. Cause it's like it's so connected to weight loss. You think about it. Okay. Create a system and a routine where it's easy for you to put the eyelash serum on. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. You almost have to get into the system or routine before you see the results. It's like, so you have to find a way to stay connected to the eyelash serum before results even happen, or else you're never going to actually get there.
Yes.
And maybe I'm okay with my eyelashes because it's not that much of a priority right now in my life.
Absolutely.
Also, I don't know if I believe that it's possible for me.
You don't know if it's doing anything.
Is it doing anything? Do I believe it's possible for me? Do I believe that these actions will get me these results? I don't know. No one knows. You just have to focus on being as consistent as possible. And then you get to see if it's giving you the results. But we don't want to take the time to grow our eyelashes or lose the weight. Boom.
So Alicia and I were talking on Monday, and we have like such passionate conversations about like what we do and like how can we get more people to know what we do, because we're like, it's not frustration, it's literally like passion. Like I really see it that way. And we were talking about like what's happening, like why are people still skeptical of our service or our results, or and it's not like people go right out and say, I'm skeptical, but we know that that's what they are when they say things like, not the right time, not sure if I have money right now. I'm like, you don't see value. You're skeptical still, because we've talked about like quick fixes and the value of things and budgets and like, and I've said this and I mean no disrespect, and everyone is different, but everyone does have money. And we just put it where we see value. And it could literally be where it's like, and we have priorities as well. And we should just like recognize that and own it. And that's what matters. But
I feel like we need to like, not everyone, most people do have $1.45 a day. Let's just say not everyone, just to like, there are people absolutely in a very difficult financial position. So let's acknowledge and put them.
I feel like the best example that I have here is just like, I do think though, everyone, like, I do think that way. So I'm just going to say it. I do think that everyone though has like, this is valuable to me. This $20 goes there. This $5 goes there. This $1 goes there. I do believe that everyone has like their own values of where their money goes.
Absolutely. Everyone has their own values of where the money goes. Some people though, because they are more limited to where their dollars go,
then they have to prioritize what. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so it's like, it becomes a little bit more of a resource conversation than a value conversation, but they're both a part of the conversation. There's no question.
1,000,000%. I also think that there's that, just awareness piece. Like, just because I'm saying this, I'm not saying that you're one way, you're saying that, you know what I mean? So I think it's important that you're like, could this be me? It's never like, if I'm talking about this and you're triggered by my words, I think it's important to be like, why am I triggered by these words? Do I feel like, I think it's really important to just be like, there's nothing that I say that is about you, because I don't know you and I don't know who's listening. So in my mind, it's like, I'm not talking about one particular person. I'm not talking about you if you don't want me to talk about you, it's just, anyways, I just feel we're talking that like, there's that piece where for sure, if people are not seeing the value of it, they're not going to purchase it.
That's the thing. So I think that when people say it's too expensive, or I don't have enough money, or it's not the right time, what they are actually doing is coming up with a reason why they don't value it. But I think deep down inside, if I said to you, you will lose. Like if you could straight trade that.
C'est pour ça que je dis ce que je dis, guys, okay?
If you could straight trade, and you know for 100% sure that you would lose weight if you joined that membership, you would do it.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying.
You would do it.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You would start a GoFundMe for this. Like, I swear, I truly believe that if we could guarantee them 20 pounds or whatever, they would come up with the funds.
100%.
So again, if you're listening to this, I'm not talking about you if I'm not talking about you, okay? And I might be talking about you. You decide that. But I think that it's important that we realize, Alicia and I, that that's the piece. And I'm like, why don't they see that? And then we started to talk. And I said, I truly believe that what we're dealing with society is that their perception of weight loss sucks, can't be done in the summer, it's not the right time. It's just, they're dieting in their mind. So weight loss perception. And I said, they're wrong. Remember, I was like talking to you, I'm like, they're wrong about weight loss. Yep. People are wrong about weight loss right now. Yep. And it is upsetting. And that's why we're trying to get loud.
I really like that, that aggressiveness to that sentence.
Because they are wrong.
Can you make some kind of viral video on that, please? Can you write that on one of your pieces of paper right now? I see you sifting through.
I've already lost the piece of paper that tells us which podcast we're doing. Like, I don't know where it is. It's driving me insane. Are we doing
one about your perception?
Well, perception, it's coming out like tomorrow, whatever. Like, it's already like been recorded. Like, your perception is reality. Remember, we already did that. Okay. But this is more, you're wrong about weight loss. So not just perception of things like that. Yes. Your perception of life is reality. It's you're wrong about weight loss.
Yep.
Like, society is wrong about weight loss. Here's the thing. I talked to someone. I help women lose weight. Right there, I'm like, they think something and they're wrong about it. Like, I know that most of society is wrong about weight loss. They are attributing weight loss to dieting.
Yeah.
And so yesterday on my stories, this would be good content. Basically it was in your weight loss stories. It was, tell me what is your perception of, I wonder if it's still there. It isn't, but I do.
You asked, what's your perception of weight loss?
Or yeah. If I say weight loss, what do you think that like needs to be done?
Okay.
Like, what is your perception? Yeah. In other words, what is your perception of weight loss? I need to deprive myself of certain things is what someone said. Okay. I see discipline. Okay. I think discipline. Let's write them down and we're going to talk about them. I think, what else did they say? I'm just going to try to find, eating a lot of protein. That's what someone said. Oh, and I was upset.
I said blipping protein. I saw that one.
Yeah. Eating all the blipping protein. And I said, unless you're an elite athlete, who fucking cares? Is what I answered. Who cares how many protein you're eating? Like, if you're just trying to be a mom that fits better in her gene, arrête right now. Okay, what else? So control, discipline, motivation. It's very hard to accomplish. Very difficult to accomplish. Like, what do you think when you think weight loss? What's your perception of it? Okay, let's start with those. And I think like, oof, that's a lot of content.
That's a lot of talking.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, what was the first one?
Discipline. It was just, we really, like Jose said, we were just having a good conversation, guys. We're always having conversations about how can we be clear about our message? How can we help more people? How can we formulate our language so more people understand what we're saying? Like,
understand.
Honestly, we've realized that we're doing it so differently and have been doing it so differently for so long, losing weight without a diet, that you know, we would say things and people didn't even understand what the words meant. So it's like, okay, we need to like take a step back, you know? It's like when you're teaching kids in class and you start teaching and you realize, whoa, back up the bus. We actually don't even know how to square something, so we're not going to square root it right now. You know, it's like that moment there you had to like scrap your lesson plan and go back a little bit. And that's what we're just trying to do, is just clear it up, have conversations, create awareness for you guys about what weight loss is, because you're wrong. Like your perception is wrong.
Your perception of weight loss is wrong. It really is. Like, society needs to work on their perception of weight loss. Can you write down boring foods? Okay. Just because that's a good conversation. Okay. So the first one was discipline. That one came up a few times. Like, when I think of weight loss, my perception of weight loss is discipline. And I'm like, here's the thing. When do we need discipline? When something is difficult to accomplish. And we think that weight loss is difficult to accomplish. That also ties into the one that said it's hard to accomplish. It's a difficult thing to achieve. And I said to the people listening, the reason why we think as a society that weight loss is so difficult to achieve is because the diet industry has made it this like, I have the answer. No, I have the answer. So we're so fucking confused. And so it's like, what's the magic? Like, it's like this, like, I wonder what it is, you know? I wonder what is the magical piece, meaning no one has the answer. This is a difficult thing to crack. This is difficult to like figure out. And I'm like, that's why we think we need motivation to achieve this very difficult thing. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be so hard. Your perception of what weight loss looks like is difficult. The gym, the meal prep, the salads, the boring foods, all of that, no? Everything that needs motivation to accomplish. But you're wrong about that.
That's not what you have to do to get weight loss. That's what you've done in the past while you were dieting, and you're getting them mixed up. So we're separating them now. Discipline is required when you guys are doing things also that don't align with who you want to be. You don't value them. Like, drinking water is hard for Jose. She doesn't value drinking water.
Yeah.
Like, you don't value that. It's if you don't value moving your body other than for weight loss, you're not going to do it. Also, on top of that, if you're doing something you don't like, it's going to require, you're right. It does require discipline for you to do something that you don't like. Stop doing things you don't like.
Because doing things you don't like, that is, for weight loss, that's dieting. But dieting is not needed for weight loss. So we realized people literally, their perception of weight loss goes straight to dieting. And I'm like, there are two different things. Weight loss is one thing, dieting is another. Dieting is actions. It's not even a certain look. It could look a million different ways, but dieting is a feeling that you feel like, this feels like shit and I don't want to keep doing. This is dieting. That is not required for weight loss. But years and years of this is what we've been doing. That's why we're kind of going against the current here, because most people have done that for weight loss.
And you guys are going to know when you're dieting because you're looking at your watch.
Yeah. When is it over?
When is it over? When you are looking at your watch, you are doing it wrong.
Yeah.
The only other piece to sometimes I think comes in is with discipline and motivation and all that stuff. Sometimes you are doing an action that does align with who you want to be, but you're going in too hard too soon. Like, maybe you do want to be a runner one day, or you do want to eat only plant-based. Most people need to gradually, but again, as society, we don't always value the slow, steady changes. We want the like black or white, boo, boo, boo. So yes, that would require discipline to make a massive change overnight, even if the change is who you want to be. So like, back up the bus,
back up the bus. Holy shit, back up the bus, like way back.
Way back.
All right, puis dépaque ta valise. But so we were having a conversation because it's like, I perceive weight loss so differently, and Alicia as well. We perceive weight loss so differently than like most people. Like, I don't see weight, like if we were just saying weight loss, and I thought, what a fun documentary that would be. Like, what's your perception of weight loss? Like, just like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think when you think of weight loss? Or I don't know, but there's something there because it just shows how society, like, anyways. So for me, it's like, why are people, again, I'm not going to join right now. Why would I join for summer? That's your perception of weight loss. You know, like, so in my mind, I'm like, I don't care if it's Mondays to Friday, May 14th or whatever. I always have access to weight loss. Like, I don't like, but that's why do I think that is because of my perception of weight loss. And so it's like, it doesn't matter if I'm on vacation or if I go out to eat or whatever, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I like mayo. It doesn't matter if I put the mayo on the side. Like,
Love
I
mayo.
always have access. Freaking love mayo. C'est tu peux pas.
I do love mayo too.
Anyways, yeah, I know you do. So yeah, so maybe not just like the volume is the different piece between you and I, but like it's yeah, I just feel like that was something for me. I'm like, holy Mac, people are wrong. You're wrong about weight loss. And I'm gonna fight what weight loss can look like. Oh, you're thinking of dieting. I'm talking about weight loss. Are those the same thing? Like, no, they're not. But most people are like, what do you mean? Remember when we did that CTV interview?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, dieting and weight loss are two separate things. And I saw her eyes, you guys. You didn't see it on TV, but Alicia and I saw her eyes.
Yeah.
Like, those are two separate things.
Yeah.
And she was like, shit, like, I've never like seen it that way.
Yeah.
I think weight loss, I think dieting. And what is dieting? You're going to name all the things you don't want to do. That's what you're going to say.
And you know what makes it so difficult, or not difficult, it's not the right word, but like what makes it challenging for us to support you on your weight loss journey without dieting is that your weight loss, it makes it challenging for us because we can't do it for you. We can't give you rules, right?
Yeah.
We can't give you a list of things to do or not do. We can't tell you what to watch first and when and what template to fill in. And we can't tell you that.
Yeah.
Because what dieting is for me is weight loss for you and vice versa. So it's like we provide the tools for you to create weight loss for yourself without the diet, but you need to be the boss, which is actually great news.
I know. So I guess the message here is that
what is the message here today?
The message today is your perception of weight loss is wrong. You are wrong about weight loss. You are wrong about it. You think it looks a certain way, and that is the look of dieting. That is not what weight loss needs to look like. And we're going to keep, because, okay, here's why we believe in this so much and why it's so important to us. Because if we were people that have never accomplished weight loss and seen how it can literally change our lives in this way, it would be a different story, because the reason why we do this is because of us, like our own experience and how important it is for us to ensure that you achieve it in the same way. And that's your way, not the same way as me. And so recognizing that weight loss for us was such a beautiful thing. We don't see weight loss in that sense. And I think that that's what separates us and makes us different, because we've achieved it in such a different way. Now we help hundreds of people do that, but you need to be in a certain space, headspace, to be able to even fathom the idea that this is even a thing. You know,
not only have we had the experience of weight loss without the diet, we've had lots of experiences with dieting.
Oh, yes, exactly.
So, you know, we've lived our lives in, you know, in a bodies we didn't feel comfortable in. We've lived our lives in bodies we have felt comfortable in. We've literally had the experience of all the things. And we know that each and every person deserves to feel like they are totally fulfilling their potential and living their absolute best favorite life. And that's possible.
And that's why we keep being advocates for weight loss, because for us, it was an incredible change in our lives. Yeah. And so that's why we keep being advocates for weight loss, but we're also rebelling against dieting. And so we're trying to like basically give those two messages on social media. And sometimes it's like social media is full of you that think that weight loss is dieting. And so we're just trying to get louder, you guys.
I feel like we're getting somewhere. I feel like it's clear as crystal clear.
It's so clear.
So clear in my brain.
It's so clear in our brains. And every time we're being, interviewed by podcasters that are willing to talk to us about this conversation, we get better and better. Like we're so in tune with like what we believe in and what we do and how different we are. And then they get it. Like, so it's just to get more people to listen and be like, wow, okay, I see what they're saying. Like that exists, right? That weight loss without dieting exists. And we're not like sitting here and saying like, I have something special for you on the side. And then once you're inside, oh, just kidding, count your calories. It really is like the way we do it, but we say it's going to take time. You're going to have to listen to content. We tell you what you're going to have to do. We tell you that. You think it's not enough to do what? To diet. And I'm like, you're wrong. You're actually wrong.
You know what? I had a message from someone and they said, I just don't have time to watch a meeting. And, you know, I really took a step back, and first of all, like, I'm upset because that's the course, that's the content, that's we're pouring our heart and soul into that. But then I want to ask that, you know, I want to ask you, do you really truly believe that something as massive as creating weight loss for yourself and changing your life will require 0 minutes?
Again,
like, because that's the only thing I'm actually asking from you. The only thing I'm asking from you is 20 minutes a day. You can change your life in 20 minutes a day. If you can't give me 20 minutes, never mind.
I agree, but I think it comes back to the conversation of $1 a day. I think at the end of the day, if I said, if you watch this video, 5 pounds off your body. If I said, if you watch this video, 5 pounds off your body, once the video ends, you've lost 5 pounds. What would they do? That's why I want people to, guys, I'm not being rude. I'm not being a certain way. I want to create awareness in your brain of like, man, she's right. If I was guaranteed a 5-pounder or a 10-pounder, would I find the time? Would I find the funds? Would I find, and it's just creating awareness. And if you're like, nope, I couldn't, I really can't, then say, I wouldn't have 20 minutes. I wouldn't have $1. Then it is what it is. That's your scenario. But I do believe that there is a lot that I am going to shift the needle to like, she's fucking right. Like, she's right. I would find 20 minutes. I would find $1 a day in my drawer. It's like a bobby pin. So I feel like there's that conversation here. If weight loss was guaranteed, you would find it.
So if you guys are listening and you're like, shit, they're talking about me, I want you to dig deeper. And so if you're realizing that it's not the time, it's not the money currently holding you back, and you do want weight loss for yourself, I want you to dig deeper and figure out why then. What is holding you back? Are you afraid? Does that make you feel vulnerable? Are you like, why? Like, what is it? Challenge that belief.
It's I truly believe if they were to, they don't
believe it's going to give them the results.
I truly believe that they do not think, because why do they think that? Because their perception of what weight loss looks like is not watching a video, Alicia. They think that weight loss is not watching a video.
Yeah.
And they don't want to do the things that they think weight loss is. I don't blame them. They don't want to diet.
Yeah.
And the only way you will ever learn to lose weight without dieting is you need to watch a freaking video to learn how to do that.
Yeah. I love us so much. I know it's guys, I hate to tell you this, but you're holding yourselves back.
Yeah, you really are. And you're wrong about weight loss, and you're wrong about what it could do for you, and you're wrong about what it needs to look like. Dude, yeah. You know what I'm going to call it? Getting louder because you're wrong.
And I'm right.
Getting louder because we're right. Maybe we could say that. It's not as negative, but I mean, at the end of the day,
getting louder about being right.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, just about being right, or just you're wrong. That'll get them to press the button. You're wrong. It's so getting louder, ... You're wrong. Like, so so they'll be like, wrong about what? Okay. All right, everyone, have a great day. And again, this is us creating awareness. This is what we do. And you cannot create growth and awareness if you don't put different perceptions on the table. If we're just having conversations to make you feel all good inside, the perception and life you don't evolve as a human. You need to listen to content that makes you reflect on a different way of seeing things. That is what progress is. That is what evolving self-development, like that is what it is. Okay. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Triple think about joining us, because no, it's not the right time, right? It's not the right time. That's ridiculous.
It's not,
It's
not,
actually, yeah, not.
not.
And also it's never the right time to diet. Never.
Never.
So that's why you think it's not the right time, because you think you're going to have to diet, and it's fini. You're wrong. Okay, bye.